In today's video, I'm going to walk you through one of, if not the main reason for what I believe to be the main driver in achieving conversion rates like 16%, and as time progresses inside a campaign as well, for conversion rates of over 22%, like we see here for this campaign. And this doesn't just come down to using a landing page instead of your website, like we mentioned in a previous video, but having dedicated landing pages to every ad group inside that campaign that's fully tailored to the problem that that ad group solves. Now, this might sound like a ton of work, especially if you have a lot of ad groups inside your campaign, but once you have your initial template like this made, and you set up your conversion tracking for form submissions and phone calls on this template, then all you actually have to do is duplicate your initial landing page template for the amount of ad groups that you have. And all you have to do then is just change around some of the information and content on each. And from making those few changes alone, you have unique landing pages that are fully tailored to the keywords and ads of that ad group. Now, we've been able to make this process so simple because we use a landing page builder like Landingly. And if you'd like to try that out, if you're not already using a landing page builder, feel free to have a look at the link for that down below. Or if you are a service-based business looking to have all of this done and implemented for you, feel free to have a look at the other link in the description. But once you have your initial template of your landing page done and you have conversion tracking set up on it, all you have to do is actually duplicate the landing page however many times, as we mentioned. And just to show you some of the areas of the landing page that you would change around to actually make it a fully unique landing page, you would change around where it says service, for example, here in the headline, and also location if you're, for example, making service specific and location specific ad groups. So let's say you're targeting one big state or county, but there's a lot of individual suburbs within that state or county, then you could have separate landing pages for each of those smaller areas, because if somebody clicks on an ad that mentions that specific area and sees a landing page dedicated to that specific area, they're that much more likely to convert. And same with the service as well, for example. So if you're a landscaping company and offer multiple services, including fence installation, artificial grass installation, patio installation, instead of driving all the traffic to a general landscaping landing page that's somewhat relevant, what you can do instead is have that specific service mentioned here in your headline. And also where I have X mentioned here, you can change that to the specific service of that landing page, and same where we have X here. So you can see here how we can have a template and make it like a completely unique landing page that we made from scratch without actually having to go through the full process of making it from scratch from start to finish. And most of this other information as we go through the page, these are more like generic unique selling points, and you can have these for all of the landing pages and ad groups inside your campaign, but it's only specific areas, for example, like your images down here if you're providing different services, and maybe this paragraph here, you can have a title that's specific to that ad group and a description that's relevant to this heading, and you can simply use ChatGPT to give you a landing page description for example, fence installation in the suburb of that specific ad group. But apart from that, then you can keep the rest of the landing page, like the call to actions, the about us, the benefits, and the testimonials and so on, all the same. But it's just a few specific areas on the landing page that you can change around. And like that, you have unique landing pages for every ad group inside your campaign that will give you much higher conversion rates than if you were to use less ad groups and slightly less relevant landing pages for each. And so the main takeaway from this video really is relevancy in terms of the more relevant your landing page is to the ads that the person clicked on, the higher your conversion rates are going to be. And the more relevant your ad is to the keywords of that ad group, the higher your click-through rates are going to be. So I hope this video helped and gave you clarity on why you should use different landing pages for every ad group inside Google Ads, but also how to save a ton of time in doing so, regardless of how many ad groups that you have. Now, if you do have any questions about anything we mentioned inside this video or anything else related to Google Ads as a whole, feel free to leave a comment down below. Or if you are a service-based business looking to have all of this done and implemented for you, feel free to have a look at the link in the description. And if you're managing your own Google Ads campaigns and for other businesses, feel free to have a look at the other videos that should appear on the screen now, which contain all of the individual steps you need to know to set up a successful Google Ads campaign from start to finish.